today. And we are going to read some books about feeling love for people that are far away. Because right now, we're kind of stuck in our house a lot of the time. We don't get to see some of our friends and family as much as we'd like. Yeah, you'll see we did a funny pattern. So I hope you enjoy these stories and things. Shall we sing hello though, so? Hello, children. Hello, children. Hello, children. We're glad you're here today. Okay, so I'm going to read the first book. Do you want to pop up on the couch so you can see the pictures? It's called The Kissing Hand. And now this one is kind of funny because it's actually about a little raccoon who's going to school for the first time. And right now, none of us are going to school, but I think the lesson is good that we can still feel people's love when we're far away. Okay, shall we read it together? Yeah, let's do it. The Kissing Hand. Let's see these pictures. I love these pictures. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. Oh no, he's a sad little raccoon. I don't want to go to school, he told his mother. I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you? Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do, she told him gently, even if they seem strange or scary at first. But you will love school once you start. You will make new friends and play with new toys. Read new books and swing on new swings. Besides, she added, I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home. Now, you might notice she's saying days at school because raccoons are nocturnal. They sleep during the daytime and they're awake at night.
They can't swing on swing.
Do raccoons usually swing on swings? That's what Sophie's noticing. No, but they do in this story.
Yeah, in the story.
Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. A secret? Secrets are always exciting. What kind of secret? A very old secret, said Mrs. Raccoon. I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the kissing hand. The kissing hand? Asked Chester. What is that? I'll show you. Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand up his arm to his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with a special warmth. He could feel her love. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. Now, she told Chester, whenever you feel lonely and need a little love from home, you just press your cheek and think, Mommy loves you, Mommy loves you. And that very kiss will jump to your face and will fill you with a toasty, warm thoughts. Well, look at that beautiful tree. It must be fall time, huh? She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. Now, do be careful not to lose it, she teased him. But don't worry, when you open your hand and wash and eat your food, I promise the kiss will stick. So he can't lose it, really.
He can't, because he's raccoon.
Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school.
What's his school?
That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. Give me your hand, he told her. Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded the large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. Now you have a kissing hand too, he told her. And with a gentle goodbye and I love you, Chester turned and danced away. He's excited to go to school now.
Yeah, he is.
Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across the tree limbs and enter school.
What's that?
As a hoot owl rang in the new school. This is the teacher. This is the owl is the teacher. She pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. Chester loves you, it sang. Chester loves you. Chester loves you. And this is all the animals at nighttime school with their teacher owl. The end. Now I love that book, but one of the things I was thinking about is it talked about carrying someone's love with you in a kiss in your hand, but there are so many other ways to feel people's love for you. People. Oh, yes, as we will read about in our next book, The Invisible String, in a few minutes. But right now I want to talk about what are some ways you could show someone your love if they are already far away. You might send them a card, or maybe you could send a message, either a video message. You could send a video message on the phone. Could you call them on the computer? Yeah.
And on the phone too.
On the phone too. These are ways you can show people you love them who are far away from you right now, and maybe you miss a little bit. Okay, shall we do some board time? Board time! We're ready for our board time. Sophie's going to be my helper. I hope you can see it today. She picked green, which is her favorite color, but is a little light. Okay, Sophie, what is our letter today? J. Now, J is one we get confused the sound so much. So, do you remember what the sound is? What is it, sweetie?
Ja.
Ja. Good. J says ja. J says ja. Every letter makes a sound, and J says ja. Good. Now, J says ja for jump.
And ja potty.
No, ja potty. Ja jack-o'-lantern. Ja jelly beans.
Ja. Jump and popsicle.
Popsicle starts with P. We're switching J and P today for some reason. But if I point to this right here and I say Jer, I meant to say
hair. My
hair.
Now
If I say jetter, I meant to say sweater. If I point to this that Sophie's wearing, oh, they can't see, and I say dress, that almost sounds similar, huh? I meant to say dress. Good. Okay. Here, Sophie, let's look at our shape for today. You can see here, right here.
Oval.
It's an oval. Okay, I think yesterday with Miss Emily, you learned about a circle. And an oval is a stretched out circle. It still has no sides. It has no corners.
No sides.
But instead of being even all the way around, it's kind of longish over here and over here and shortish over here.
Sides and squish long.
It squishes it like it's long. That's right. Okay, now Sophie is so excited to show you her pattern today. Okay, she drew these O's here, and then I wrote these S's. So it kind of says so, which is what we call her. So it goes O-S, 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 O-S. Oh, what would come next? S. Right. O-S, 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 O-S. What would come next? O. Good. Now, I have a great big number today. Do you see this? Yesterday, I think you did number 6 with Miss Emily. I put a 1 in front of it, so it's a 1 and a 6. That makes 16. Now, there is no way we can do all of our activities we usually do for 16. But, Sophie, can I use your fingers?
Yeah.
Okay, I need all your fingers. All of them. All of them. Both hands. Okay, that's how many Sophie's has. I'm going to put up 6 fingers. Okay, so she has 10 because we know we have 10 fingers and 10 toes, right? But let's count 6 and 10 together. Here, we're going to start with mine, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's our number for today. Now we're gonna stand up and do a few of our activities for 16, okay? All right, let's stand it up. We're gonna go 16 times, all right? You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Whoa, that was a lot. Do you think you can jump 16 times? Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Woo! All right. And let us, what was the last one? March 16 times. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We did it. Now, some of you were on Zoom lunch with me the other day, and we read the story of the paper bag princess. So we are going to do the dance today. All right, you are still sitting down. Stand on up, because we are going to do the paper bag princess all together. Okay.
It's Betty.
Here we go with Betty. Right. Once upon a time, there was a princess named Elizabeth. And she was going to marry a prince named Ronald. But then a dragon came, get out your dragon wings, and came to the castle and stole Prince Ronald and burned down everything. And she even burned down all her clothes. She had nothing to wear but a paper bag. So she put it on. And she went to find the dragon. She found the dragon's lair and she knocked on their door. Boom! 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 And the dragon opened the door. And shut it. She tried again. Boom! 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 And the dragon opened the door. And she said, wait! Is it true? You can burn down 100 forests with one fiery breath. And the dragon breathed in and breathed out. And burned down 100 forests. She said, amazing! And the dragon breathed in again and breathed out. And burned down 50 forests. She said, magnificent! And the dragon breathed in again. And the dragon didn't have enough fire left to cook a meatball. And she said, is it true? You can fly around the whole world in just 10 seconds. So the dragon jumped up and flew around the whole world in just 10 seconds. And he was so tired. But she said, do it again. And he jumped up and flew around the whole world in just 20 seconds. And he was so tired, he fell asleep. And Elizabeth said, hey, dragon. But he didn't wake up. So she said, hey, dragon. And he didn't wake up. So Elizabeth got up and marched over to the cave. And there was Prince Ronald. And he said, Elizabeth, you are a mess. Come back when you look like a real princess. She said, Ronald? You are not nice. And she skipped away. And they didn't get married after all. Alright.
Bye-bye.
We haven't done this one in a little while. Get your arms ready for our letter sound song. Okay, arms out in front of you. A, alligator, B, ball, C, computer, D, doll, E, elephant, F, fingers, G, gumball, H, hat, I, itchy, J, jump, K, key, L, lollipop, M, monkey, N, no, O, octopus, P, penguin, Q, queen, R, run, S, snake, T, turtle, U, V, vacuum, W, window, X, box, Y, Z, zipper. Now I know my ABCs. Now an oldie but goodie, our fishing song, okay? You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I threw it back again. Why did you let it go? Because it bit my finger so. Which finger did it bite? This little finger short. Come on back, so.
I have Band-Aid on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I threw it back again. Why did you let it go? Because it hit my finger. So which finger did it bite? This little finger on my right. All right, let's sit down for a minute.
Love.
I do have a Band-Aid on, but that's because I have a little cut on my finger, but it's okay. All right, we're going to sing Sally the Camel, but no Sallys. We're not going to use those words. We're going to use different words. We're going to use the words to show our love we can. Okay? So I'm going to do the example. We talked about cards at the beginning. Yeah, we're going to read that in a second. Gaga. Baby. We talked about cards at the beginning. So I'm going to say, to show our love, we can make cards. To show our love, we can make cards. To make sure our love, we can make cards. Yes, we can. Becky, what's some way you like to show love, sweetie? Hugs. Okay. And kisses. To show love, we can give hugs and kisses. To show love, we can give hugs and kisses. To show our love, we can give hugs and kisses. Yes, we can. All right, Sophie, what's the way you like to show love, sweetie?
I like to show my Gaggy and different Gaggy too.
How about we can call people?
And Gaggy!
Call doggies?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a dog.
Okay. To show our love, we can call people on the phone. To show our love, we can call people on the phone. To show love, we can call people on the phone. Yes, we can.
I'm here.
Sophie is here. And we're going to calm down now, so, okay, by using our movement with our breathing. I know you've been practicing some yoga with Miss Emily, so this should seem familiar to you. Okay, can you sit down, so? Okay, and we're going to reach our arms overhead as we breathe in. Can you reach up, so? And when we breathe out, we're going to bring our arms down. Good, and breathe in. And breathe out. Good, one more time. Reach all the way up to the sky. And breathe out. Good. Now that we're nice and calm, let's do the invisible string, okay?
I can't see.
This is another book about loving people far away. So sit up on the couch, so you can see the pictures.
I'm in my tent.
And we'll read this book here. Dun, 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 dun. It's nighttime in this book. Let's see if I can get all of the picture. There we go. It's kind of big. Liza and Jeremy, the twins, were asleep one calm and quiet night. Suddenly, it began to rain very hard. Thunder rumbled until it got so loud it woke them. "Mommy, Mommy," they cried out as they ran to her. Do you guys sometimes get scared if there's a storm? It can be frightening when it's loud. "Don't worry, you two. It's just the storm making all that noise. Go back to bed." "We want to stay close to you," said Jeremy. Mom said, "You know, we're always together, no matter what." "But how can we be together when you're out here and we're in bed?" said Liza. Mom held something right in front of them and said, "This is how. Do you see anything between her hands? Can you see what she's holding?" "We can't see it." "Let's see what she's talking about." Rubbing their sleepy eyes, the twins came closer to see what Mom was holding. "I was about your age when my mommy first told me about the invisible string." "I don't see a string," said Jeremy. "You don't need to see the invisible string. People who love each other are always connected by a very special string made of love." "But if you can't see it, how do you know it's there?" asked Liza. "Even though you can't see it with your eyes, you can feel it with your heart and know that you are always connected to everyone you love. When you're at school and you miss me, your love travels all the way along the string until I feel it tug on my heart. And when you tug right back, we feel it in our hearts," said Jeremy. Does Jasper the cat have an invisible string? Liza asked. She sure does, said Mom. And best friends like me and Lucy, said Liza. How far can the string reach? So this is an important one for right now, huh? Friends have invisible strings too. So even if you can't give your friend a big hug right now, there's still an invisible string that connects you. Anywhere and everywhere, Mom said. Would it reach me even if I were a submarine captain deep in the ocean? Said Jeremy. Yes, said Mom, even there. Or a mountain climber? Even there. Or a dancer in France? Even there. A jungle explorer? Even there. How about an astronaut in space? Yes, even there. Seems to not matter where you go, huh? Jeremy quietly asked, can my string reach all the way up to Uncle Brian in heaven? Yes, even there. Does the string go away when you're mad at us? Never, said Mom. Love is stronger than anger, and as long as love is in your heart, the string is always there. Oh my, do you see what a mess they made? I would be angry too. Look, they painted all over the wall. Is that where you're supposed to paint? No.
They did.
They did. So she's angry, but she still loves them. Even when you get older and can't agree about things like what movie to see, or what game to play in the back seat, or what time to go to bed. Oh, that's right. You two should be in bed. And with that, they all laughed as Mom chased the twins back to their beds. And within a few minutes, they were asleep, even though the storm was still making the same loud noises outside. As they slept, they started dreaming of all the invisible strings they have, and all the strings their friends have, and their friends have, until everyone in the world is connected by invisible strings. And from deep inside, they now could clearly see. Let's see, this is a little dark. No one is ever alone. The end. I love that story. I hope you enjoyed it. It's time to say goodbye, okay? But we'll see each other again soon. We're going to sing goodbye first, okay? Goodbye, children. Goodbye.